folks. See the field interaction going on. Kind of bored, so decided to make a little video here while I'm flying home. Field interaction is what we're looking for. Nutrition, we can bury it. No such thing. Man-made fictions. Gatekeep knowledge. You gotta open your minds, folks. Learn how to connect into creation. The answers are staring us right in the face, in plain sight. I am no different than any of you. For some reason, all this information came to me little by little over the years to be able to put together the most friggin' powerful cleansing system on the planet. As if you guys haven't noticed. And together, we're only going to go further and further. Like, you know, when I say that 40 days of scratching the surface, even 63 days, I really mean it. You need to understand, we're coming out of the fiction world of illusion and slavery of science fiction, which is our mainstream science. Mainstream science is the real science fiction. Your dream state is the real realism, or connected and all-knowing to all creation. Your spirit is always communicating with you. And when we're full of obstructions, physical obstructions, it clouds our connection. So we need to clear it up. And there's no better way than MFS, Master Fast System. I highly, highly recommend you do one long one. At least 63 days. 90 and 108 would be much better. But some people can't even comprehend 30, 40 days. So they're lost in the illusion of mainstream science, believing that you'll be dead after 3 days with no drinking water. And most of us have smashed that to pieces, that bull crap. And I did those 12 days. I was on another planet. Experience things that you'll only have to do on your own to be able to understand what I'm talking about, because I can't explain the feeling. Smashing all the bull crap to pieces, bury it, send it back to where it came from. We just need to learn to connect, and there's no better way than cleaning up the physical body. No simple way. There's better ways, because everything is possible in this world. I'm done with illusions. All the naysayers we're seeing on the site, on the Facebook page, there's a few people that come through and then they leave. And try and cause problems for us. As you can see, there's very small numbers. There's only 1,600 or so people out of 7 billion of us. Doesn't even make a scratch. But there's a lot of energy. The 100th monkey syndrome, you only need one. Start making the changes. When we start cleaning the body, you'll notice a lot of things change. Television is something that is the first thing you should throw in the garbage with your microwave. It's total destructive to your subconscious. It's designed to keep you as a slave. You need to connect with nature as much as you can. Boy, do I miss those cold dips in the sea. That was an amazing experience for those 2 months I was jumping in. Cold is another secret. I think I mentioned that before. Plasma's cold. But it doesn't get affected by the temperature, by hot or cold. And as you're seeing what's happening with this video, why I chose this one, because we're just, the matter state is an illusion, and we're just energy fields. So we're just looking at a bunch of energy fields. When you cook that grape juice, which we already buy it cooked in the bottle, everything's cooked, it's pasteurized, we're putting it in a higher state plasmatic field, meaning it's a much stronger gravitational magnetic field. People don't understand this. They're stuck in the raw food world with their heads up their asses. I was there for over 9 years. Wouldn't touch anything cooked. Felt great, but we're done with the matter state, and we're not stuck in nature anymore. We're going into the realm of the universe with all knowledge and where everything is possible. Matter state, we're limited. So if you're stuck in the matter state with nature, like a lot of the raw foodists, you're not going to be able to get results like you're seeing on the master fast system. It's only possible because we've opened it up to universal hygiene. We buried natural hygiene way deep into the ground to be recycled. You know, the golden key's buried. Now we have the master key that opens all doors. And the plasmatic field, it's a, think of a spiral. It's got two coming from the center. Gravitational is about 5 times stronger, and then you have the magnetical. Gravitational takes, magnetical gives. Plasma is always seeking balance. The soul essence is plasma. That's where we come from, and that's where we return. Every time you're around people, your plasmas are interacting with each other, taking and giving constantly. Plasma is very wonderful because the more you give, the more it gives back. And once you understand this law, you'll be trying to give away everything you possibly can. Because if you look at all the past gurus, that's what they were doing. I am no guru, and I'll never be a guru because you're your own guru. You don't need a guru. We go direct to source, to creation. You don't need anybody. Find your way. The easiest way I've found, simplest way, cleaning the physical body from obstructions. So the field interaction with your soul source is much clearer, and you start getting information that you haven't been able to get before. So as I started in 1990. It was a big wake-up call. I've mentioned many times. First 40-day grape juice fast was with Concord grape juice. I did nothing else. No psyllium, no herbs, no nothing. Paid the price heavily. Ended up 2 years in bed. Burnt kidneys. You know, people are constantly on the site saying, oh, am I okay with just the juice and the psyllium? Am I okay with just the juice and the tea? And I'm going to say, you're okay with it, but not on the page we are running. We have a system, and we're going to stick to the system, and we're going to add to the system from what we learn from each other. I've learned quite a bit from a lot of people already on the cleanse, on and off the site. And every time I learn something, I add to the knowledge. So that's why I'll never write a book. A book is for gatekeeping, knowledge, stagnant, disease. You got to get away from stagnation. The universe is always in motion. So we keep adding to the knowledge. That's what we do together. Just keep adding, and we keep learning. Forget about, anything stagnant. You can't have it. Eventually, computers will be gone. We'll be able to communicate without them instantaneously. No lag time, no time space. I've put my video of that plasma device for you guys to tap into and use the plasma for anything, for charging any water, yourself, your foods. Some of you have used it and understood the power of plasma. Some of you have mocked it. It's fine. You don't understand it. But this knowledge is how the universe works. There's no time space. We used to have a little website called the Divine Water Project. This was about 7 years ago. And we did some talk shows for a couple of months or so. Until we ran out of money and everything fell apart. So then I put it in the ether. It's still alive, it's still there. That's where the device came from, but it's much more advanced state than the first one we made with the help of Kesh that I've been following for over 2 years now. And I'm just scratching the surface. From my little understanding, I was able to put together the most potent cleanse on this planet. I don't see anywhere, in any natural healing, anything that comes close to the master fast system. And we're able to work, we're able to do exercise, and we're able to get as good, if not better results than water fast, where you're out. You're in bed most of the time to get the proper results. If you do the master fast in bed, I don't think you can because you get so much energy. Most of us do. Well, a few of us are in severe states, and it's going to take some time to flip the switch to allow the vitality to open up. I'm just rambling on here. I'm bored. These long flights, almost 10 hours. I hope it comes out well. You can hear it. There's a lot of noise in these airplanes. A lot of radiation. Best way to travel is drive fast, folks. Day before you leave, don't need anything after noon. The day before, or even earlier. You're going to feel much better. You're going to be able to get your body adjusted to the time difference much quicker. So the grape juice, once it's cooked, if you're going to juice your own grapes, you got to boil it. Boil it for, 3 to 5 minutes. Good boiling to activate it. The more you boil, the more concentrated. Let it cool. Then you add your lemon. And bam, raw lemon juice. It just opens up those fields like no tomorrow. You get a huge plasmatic field interaction. And that's why, if anybody does just the grape juice and lemon on its own, we're pouring liquid Drano in our bodies. Think of it that way. And you're locked up. Your glands aren't working, and your kidneys, and you're in trouble. A few people have got in trouble. They didn't listen. Take your risks. Not my problem. This whole system with the Divine 9 herbal tinctures, kidney tea, psyllium charcoal, activated charcoal, and the clay, grape juice and the lemons is way cheaper than eating. People who say they don't have money, they're just lying. Some of us, yeah, they're tight. The only difference is you have to pull the money out all at once, and it's going to last you for those 2 months. Instead of, people going shopping every few days or every week. You have to make some sacrifices because it's way cheaper. Do your calculations. Some of the countries, the juice prices are outrageous, like Australia. But there's people who are finding better sources, so we just got to get together and make it happen to bring these costs down. Find a farmer. Get that juice made for you guys. You start drinking this juice, it's going to clean everything out. You give it enough time. Bam. Just look at the results. The results speak loud. All the bullshit, we flush it down the toilet. A lot of flushing going on. So, once those field interactions are happening in that juice, and you drink it, it's cleaning everything in your body from head to toe. Just have to give it time. This is why I really like people to push for at least those 63 to 90 days minimum. And if you go to the magic 108, you reach another level. You're into the realm of creation 432. 9 is divine. Number 432 is creation. We did a lot of research on it. The only tuning you should be listening to for music is A equals 432. All that standardized music is abomination to creation at A equals 440 hertz. It's destructive to all living cells. It's acidic. A432 brings a complete perfect balance. It's a form of plasma. So, you got some people talking about 528. I would highly recommend you stay as far away from that tuning as you can. We've tested it, and it's dangerous. People who are telling you anything else than that, they don't know what they're talking about. And they haven't seen what we've seen with that tuning. Very dangerous. Frequency is powerful. Much more powerful than anything else. Except for plasma. Which, frequency is part of plasma. In a sense. We're using creation. We're using plasmatic fields. We're using the herbs in the same manner. If you understand what I've done, we're using the tea, kidney tea. We cook it. Similar to the juice. And we add tinctures, which are made from raw herbs. And we add that to the tea. And we're getting a huge plasmatic field interaction. People are doing their own thing, and it's fine. If you can understand what I've told you, and you can find a way to improve it, not take away from it or mock it, I'll listen. You understand what I'm talking about in plasmatic fields. We're not talking about nutrition. Nutrition's bullshit. We're talking about field interaction. We don't need nutrition because it doesn't exist. Less is more. V equals P take away O. That's my new mantra when I dry fast. V equals P take away O. Vitality equals power take away obstruction. The more obstruction you have in your body, the more vitality is robbed from you. When you clean out all the obstructions, the body doesn't have to use any power for removing the obstruction, so the power goes all to your vitality. Simple formula, from arm to arm to Herod, but it's truth. Clean out your body, you'll see. You'll be able to live on much less food and have way more energy. Dry fasting. It's part of the system. For good reasons, top of the mountain. Look at the diagram that Max helped put together on top of the web page or on top of the Facebook page. You got the three circles, this interacting plasmatically. We're hitting all aspects of disease to bring everything back in balance. A lot of people are getting these huge emotional releases. As I said, it works with every level. There's nothing like this. All the other programs are limited. Nobody has designed the program to hit all the aspects. Your physicality, your emotion, your mental aspects, which all make up the soul. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just made this all up. Let's get serious. This is the information that comes through me. I don't know. It's the way I see it. Must be some truth to it, because there's a lot of us who have experienced some amazing transformations I've seen. My goodness. People are asking for testimonials. I don't even want to bother anymore collecting, because all the people we need to do master fasts. We'll be coming around. All the ones who are going to try and tear it apart, good luck. As you see, they don't last. I'm very patient with people, but I won't tolerate trying to tear down what we've built up. We got one of the best support systems on the net that I've seen. It's no coincidence, folks. We're working with plasma. You have to understand what plasma is. Plasma is peace. Plasma is creation. When we work with plasma, with the numbers that we have, oh boy, what a change is going to be on this planet. Just watch what happens. We've just scratched the surface. Just keep playing the game. People that are really doing the system will know what I'm talking about. It'll be very clear. Very, very clear. It just takes a little time.
Thank you very much.
Once you start getting past the 40, 50 days, 60 days, 70 days, 80 days, watch what happens to that mind. And there might be a few people that need more time because they've done so much damage. But it's a powerful system. Very powerful. We got a lot of people on this site that have been into raw foods, into herbs, into fasting. Why didn't they get the results they're getting now? Because they're stuck in the matter state of nature. You really have to understand what I'm telling you here, or you don't. Who am I? You don't need to listen to anything I'm saying. But if you can tap into what I've tapped into, you don't need to listen to me, because it'll all be so clear. Very clear. In fact, you'll be able to take it further than I will, because I've just barely scratched the surface of understanding. There's so much information, it's mind-boggling. Every week it's the information we've learned last week is outdated. You can't keep up. Living on plasma is achieved. Healing with plasma is achieved. We're actually using it, as you can see, what results people are getting in short times. Healing years and years of issues in a matter of 40, 50, 60 days. I wish they would take it further. You know, like I said, jokingly, this is a great way to see what your skeleton looks like without going through dangerous x-rays. Oh man, beautiful. Don't be worried about going to skin and bones. It may be part of your process. I went pretty thin. You know, just keep going. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna die. And once you get into, I'd say, 60 to 90 days, if you've really lost a lot of weight, you could add some green powders, as I have written. I think Carl's been playing with that and he likes it. It does take a little away from the fasting because you're getting into a little bit of digestion, but if you want to really push it further, like Carl's doing with his brother, you want to go to 180 days, that'll be amazing. You can. All the tools are available now. We have all the tools. We're not stuck in matter state of Arnold Herod days. mucus diet healing system. He was my first teacher, one of the greatest. But we are not living in the environment he was living in. That was a clean environment. We're dealing with issues that he didn't even, he didn't even exist at that time, with all the chemicals. We're at a whole different time right now, and we need to deal with this stuff in a way where nature will not be able to do it. We need to go at a higher level, in the plasmatic state of the universe, to help clean out stuff that is not natural, basically. And we're doing it, as you're seeing. You can only do it with plasma. You ain't gonna do it on water fast, and you ain't gonna do it with this and that. It's just too harsh. Who wants to go through that harshness? You know, on the MFS, you know, some people are gonna have challenges, but it will pass. You gotta keep the faith. You gotta have the faith. You gotta know you're on nature's operating table without a surgeon's knife. Just focus on your goals. Your goal should be able to look at yourself in the mirror and see your skeleton. I'm joking, but that's what we want. That's our goal, because that's where we want to build. From that point, put on all the good materials. If you go on the MFS long enough to say that you stabilize, you don't lose any more weight, you're going to start gaining weight on that same system. It's just a matter of time. Like when I'm doing my dry fast now, after several years, I don't lose the weight I used to lose at the beginning. My weight loss is much slower. So, you know, when I was in Barlata a couple months ago, I did I started my master fast on 1 day of grape juice and the herbs, and then I jumped into 12-day dry, and then I did my 3 days weekly, and then I did another almost 6 days. So I only went 42 days total on the master fast system, but it was approximately 26 of those days were dry. 26 of the 42. I felt freaking amazing. You know, I've been at my children's grandmother's house, spending some time with her because her grandfather died and she's alone, so I decided to stay there for this last month. A beautiful place I've showed you in the video, full of fruit trees. I feel so sad leaving because all the fruit right now, it's going to start coming to fruitation. The Nesples were just starting, so I missed all the fruit. I just had some strawberries. They were great. And I've been indulging a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it because in that house you got to eat. And I'm gonna say something where a lot of people may not agree with, but if you do a one long master fast when you start, and then you keep dry fasting as part of your life, every day you're doing minimum 12-14 hours, better if you push up to 16 to 18 minimum. Some people can get away with doing 1 meal a day. That's amazing. And then every week you do at least 36 hours, at least. I like 48, and then every month I do 3 days. So you can get up to more, do more. And then every season change, you do a long one. Try and shoot for 5 days. I've given you all the secrets. Stop listening to the bullcrap naysayers. The cheats I gave you are only going to get you into a higher state of healing and take you further. And less suffering. You know, like the ones I've given you with the herbs. Wrench in your mouth, or actually taking in the herbs on a dry fast with nothing else. These are very, very powerful ways to get into a level that nobody's even dreamed about before. So I've given you a lot of tools, all for free. No copyrights, no patents, no trademarks, no bullshit. It's all of our information. It's not mine. How can I charge for something that's not mine? I'm bending over backwards for as many people as I can that are putting the effort. You guys, in this last month, the internet issues I've been having, it made me spend 3 times. I was typing things in and it would cut out and I would have to retype it, and oh man. So I like doing it. Actually, I love doing it, but just I had to spend extra time to, keep everybody in line, so to say. Get the information to people who need it. Video's getting on. Connect the source, connect the creation, connect the spirit. 9 is divine. Listen to 432 music. Get out in nature. Walk barefoot. Sun gaze. Jump in cold water. Massages lymphatically, neurolymphatically. Use the burn stick. Get in deep. Get those kidneys filtered. Keep the bowels moving. Dry skin brush, lots of rest, lots of sleep. We have all the tools, castor oil packs, ice packs, essential oils, ozone, if you know anything about ozone. It's another powerful isolate we can use. I love ozone. Meditation, yoga, stretching, exercise. If your kidneys are filtering very well, you can exercise all you want if you feel like it. Enemas. Try the grape juice lemon enema. Oh man. Talk about power. If you're burning, use the baking soda. We have all the tools. I've written it all down. Go over it. If the site goes down tomorrow, I hope you guys know everything I've taught, everything I've shared. Get to know it, so you don't need to read it anymore. Understand it, and that's about all I'm going to say for now. We're at 38 minutes. Wow, it's a long video. Got another few hours to go here. Until next time, we will take this to places where nobody's seen before. It's already started. Already started. Cannot be stopped anymore. We're seeing miracles every day.